What's going on, YouTube? It's CutsbyCoast here bringing you another video. I put this video together last minute, but that's the thing. I'm getting used to this stuff. I can do that and put it out the same night as I'm supposed to. But if you're watching this is Thursday night after work. I'm about to do my voiceover right now. We're going to put it together and get it out there. But since you guys are here, I'm doing a high bald fade. It's like a 6 guard on top. It's kind of spiky. It's just a universal haircut that I'm sure that any of you guys would like to throw in your arsenal if somebody likes the hair short and they still want to be able to style it just a little bit. But anyways, got that Drewski merch on, that For Lifers. Let's get to the video. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and start this off with a little spin. This is what we got to work with. I do not think I recorded doing this, but on top what we did was we took a 6 guard and we ran it right through there. And then we're gonna go ahead and start on the bald fade. We're gonna set in our guideline and go ahead and bald him out like regular. Get right into it. And just to tell y'all something crazy real quick, it's not even crazy, but for real, Mark right here is really one of my favorite clients. Like, you know, of course, outside of your homies you grew up with or whatever, but man, he comes to me every 2 weeks. He's consistent and he's always dropping some knowledge on me. It's nice to have some older clients. So shout out to Mark. We're gonna start off by starting with the open clipper. We're gonna set that about 1 inch high. And really we like to do a high fade. So what I just did was set in my open section. Now I have the lever halfway open. You can tell I'm flicking up to that line because the blade is coming off where I set in that line. So realistically, we're not cutting all the way up to that line. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the lever closed. And really we're just gonna kind of bob on that bottom line. We're just gonna flick out at it. We know that we're gonna have to take a trimmer back through there to take out the very bottom line, but we also want it to blend into that lever halfway open that we just did. And if you guys are listening right now, go ahead and leave me a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate every single one of you guys that watches my videos. And now we're just gonna come in and connect the dots in this first section. I'm using the lever a little bit below halfway right here and then all the way closed again. It was staying just a little dark on me. You know, I'm a big fan of cutting the color. So even though we did our steps, this is where we're gonna come back and we're gonna perfect each guideline. And next we're gonna continue our usual steps. We're gonna start with the lever all the way open on our 1 guard. And we're gonna set in a section very similar to the same height that we just did with the open section with no guard. And with the 1 guard, what I do is I go ahead and close it up almost all the way, and then we do it all the way closed again. What we're really gonna have to do here is take that 0 guard and make sure that if we do it halfway open, it should connect this perfectly, but if not, we will use it all the way closed, and that will bring it all the way together. As you see right there, it didn't bring it all the way together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the open clipper and we're just gonna flick at that in-between line where we originally put our open blade and where we started with our 1 open. And really we do like a high fade, like I said, so this is coming out perfect for what Mark's standards are of this haircut. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 1.5 guard and we're gonna start with it all the way closed, and we're just trying to flick into what he's got right there. It is just like a 7 or 8 on top, so it's not that long. So flicking into that is really not gonna hurt our end product. And that didn't do it, so we're gonna take the 1 guard with the lever all the way open. And it did not take it out either, so we go ahead and start slowly closing it up until we get it where we need it at. take that 2 guard and maybe even a 3 guard, stacking our big guards, and we're gonna make sure that this is all connected together. He doesn't really want any weight, so if we dig into his parietal ridge just a tad, it doesn't hurt the overall shape of what we're going for. And lastly, guys, on this right side of his head, we're just gonna cut to color and make sure that we can connect everything. We don't have to go by our steps because we've already done our steps, but now we're gonna go by what we know, and we're gonna try to make sure that we can lighten this up, and it's a perfect transition for him. We're going to start on the back here, but what I'm doing is that I'm setting my same bald line so we make sure that the back connects to each side. I don't know if you've ever done this before, but if you do one side, then you move to the back, and then you move to the other side, it could end up uneven, and I just didn't want that to happen, so I went ahead, connected it all, and started balding him out. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our open clipper, set it in the same guideline about an inch high. After we do that, we're gonna go straight to the lever halfway open, flicking up to the line we just created. And his hair is really dense here in the back, so I went ahead and grabbed the trimmer and flicked up, and I'm really almost setting in a guideline with my trimmer, just to know that to create that contrast, I had to take it up just a tad bit more. So now that we've done that, we're gonna go in with the lever halfway open. We're just gonna make sure we connect the rest of this open section. We're just gonna keep it consistent as always and do the same steps again. We're gonna start with that open blade on the 1 guard, and we're just gonna go ahead and set it in almost up to his crown area, but we're not gonna cross in through that. I'm not gonna lie, some of the footage messed up right there. I don't know what happened, but we did the same exact steps, and now we're connecting it with our half guard right now as we speak. And guys, since it's just going to be a repeat of the same steps over and over again, I just sped all this up. And I just want to give you some backstory on this client, how we really built a great relationship. So when he first started coming to me, we always just did like a 1 fade or a 1.5. He wasn't so sure he wanted to go down to bald yet. And we went a couple haircuts, and I just kept mentioning it to him like, hey, let's try a bald fade. And he was like, yeah, I really do think I want to try it, but let's wait till the end of the school year. He is a school teacher. And eventually he was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it. So we did it, and it ended up being his favorite, and we went shorter and shorter ever since. We even went down to his shortest cut in the top to a 4 guard. I know that sounds crazy from what we started with, but he realized that he liked it shorter, and as a professional, at least this is how I feel like you should bring different haircuts to your clients so you can see what their hair does and you can recommend what it would look best on them. And as a professional, we made this call, and it worked out in the end. And I've been trying to leave these videos just a little bit longer for you guys. I don't know, tell me what you think. Do you like my videos at closer to like 12 to 15 minutes, or do you like them closer like 8 to 10 minutes? I would like to know, but I do need to get some more watch time on my channel. So whenever I look at my analytics, leaving it a little bit longer, like 12 to 15 minutes, it seems like you guys like that just a little bit more. So leave me some real feedback below. Just say like, I like the videos longer, I like them shorter. You know, keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you guys think, I really do need and appreciate that feedback from you guys. And right here, I am just gonna connect his crown. We're starting with a 3 guard with the lever all the way closed. And then we work down to 1.5 open, flicking into that. And we're taking a 1 guard, flicking into it. Just making sure that everything's looking smooth. It's really coming together. And if we need to, we'll grab that 2 guard and touch over there on that right side. But I think we'll be all right flicking out with our 1 and our 1.5. With that being said, at the beginning about how he likes to style his hair, we typically do a 6 guard and we put some Elegance gel in there and really just get it up. And then whatever falls of his cowlicks and his corners, we take those, comb them down, and we line them up. So we don't really get them super crispy, but we do line them up so that that hair isn't just sitting there irritating him. He can't really style it the best. That's unfortunate that his hair is that way, but lining it up is the way to neutralize it and make sure that it works for him. We are approaching the end of this haircut, guys. If you guys like this video, please leave me a like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate every single one of you guys that watch my videos. I hope I can continue to bring valuable content. And it's Cuts by Coast, so I'm out of here, guys.